Alright, so I'm back and I wanted to be upfront with you about something right away. I planned to finish the course this week. Andrew Ng's Generative AI for Everyone on Deep Learning AI. Everything done by the time I'm recording this video. But something happened. I am just 75% done. Not actually completed, but I'm at least close to the finish line. I thought of getting everything done before I could come to record this video, but I thought of the purpose of this channel to show you every step of the way without even holding anything back. Even if I fail, I have to show you. I can't come and be showing you something else. And by the way, I've learned more than expected, and I'm also honest to show you exactly how it went. I am not going to lie to you, and I have to tell you it didn't go exactly as planned. That's the update, and let's get right into it. My plan was to complete the course as soon as possible. I wanted to move quicker than the schedule requires. I wanted to get ahead and start building as soon as I can. And the truth is, I do it on the side while running another small business. And some weeks are busier than others. This week was one of those weeks, and on top of that, I prioritized my workout a lot. That is not something I'm willing to sacrifice, but then consider these two things. Some days by evening, I feel extremely drained and barely have 40 minutes to actually sit and focus on something. And most of the times I find myself dozing off at my desk, and that is crazy, but it is what it is, man. So, 75% done while running a little business and keeping up with my workout. I cannot call this a killer week, but at least it's something solid, right? I just have to complete it as soon as possible before we move to the next part. But here is what actually matters. We have covered most of the fundamentals so far, the concepts that everything else builds on, and at least we have a basic understanding of them. That is what this video is talking about. So if you want to learn along, stay till the end. But before I get into what I learned, let me quickly remind you of what actually this course is. It's called Generative AI for Everyone by Andrew Ng, and this course is actually for people who are not developers or who are not computer engineers. It's just for people who want to understand how this technology actually works, what it means for the real world, and how to apply it in real business. It's a 3-week course, and each week goes through different ground. I actually went through weeks 1 and 2, and what those 2 weeks covered is what I actually believe that I need to understand before I can touch any AI tool. Because I believe that if you start building automations without actually understanding what AI is or how it works, you will experience setbacks that you can't explain since you didn't understand the fundamentals. The foundations matter a lot, so this week was all about the foundations. Now, here is what I actually learned. The first thing, and this sounds simple by the way, but it genuinely changed the way I think about AI. And that is understanding what a large language model really is. I used to think that talking to an AI is just like searching for an answer somewhere, like a smart Google. You ask it something, it finds the right information and gives it back to you. But that happens not to be the case. What really happens is the model was trained on enormous amounts of text, conversations, books, websites, and through that training, it didn't memorize facts. It learns patterns. Patterns on how language works, how words relate to each other, what tends to follow what. So when you type something into it, it's not searching for anything up. It's predicting based on everything it has ever seen. Predicting what word comes next, and then the next, and then the next, and so on, until it has a complete response. That one shift in understanding from its finding answer to its predicting language explained so much to me, including why AI makes mistakes in the specific way it does. But then, why does understanding this matter so much for what we are going to build? The answer is simple, because we are going to build systems that businesses rely on. And if you build something and just let AI run it without any check, it will at some point confidently produce something wrong. And that wrong thing will go out to the world under your client's name. So, part of learning how to build these systems is not just learning how to connect the dots, it's also learning to build in the verifications, the checks, layers that keep the AI grounded in accurate information, rather than letting it fill in the gaps with confident guesses. The other thing the course covers is real-world use cases of AI, and this is where everything actually clicked for me, because Andrew Ng went through real-world examples of how people are using AI in real business today. Writing emails, summarizing long documents, and actually creating content just with AI. And the most interesting part is that most of these real-world use cases are applicable to real businesses that you see every day around you. According to the blueprint, I was to write a 1-page cheat sheet containing everything that I've learned this week. But even though I haven't done that yet, just let me know in the comments if you would like to see that in the next video. I haven't written it yet, not because I forgot, but because I want to finish the whole course first and then write it down as a summary of the whole thing, not just the 75% I'm done with. That being said, here is what I want my next week to look like. Finish the 25% of the course. That's the first thing on the list. Write the cheat sheet down in my own words after finishing the course. And then at least start what I am supposed to do for next week apart from finishing the 25% of the course. And then in the next video, I want to do something a little bit different. Instead of just giving you another update on what I am studying, I want to actually show you what I am understanding. It's kind of like taking the concept I've been learning and understanding and then explaining it to somebody who knows nothing about AI. Because one thing I know about learning is that if you can't actually explain it simply to another person, that means you actually didn't understand it well. Next week, we'll see if I've really learned it or not. So that is week 1. 75% through the course, a few nights where the business took everything and had no time to study, a cheat sheet that is coming even though I haven't written it yet, and a set of ideas on how AI actually works, why it makes mistakes, and how to use it in the real world. That is what I genuinely knew nothing about 7 days ago. So if you are on a similar path, learning something new and learning something valuable, trying to squeeze out a little bit of time from your busy schedule to learn something, I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. What are you trying to figure out and what is getting in the way? It's good to share ideas with each other. And if this is the first video of mine that you are watching, you may like to go back to video 1 because that is where everything started. You will understand more about what we are talking about here. And also don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what is coming next. See you next week.